What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to show you guys how to use these things. But for now, let's get a cold startup. Shut up, Drake. Sounds good, yeah? So yeah, I have to wait for the car to warm up a little bit because it's still too cold, but for now, we're just gonna go for a little drive. Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of some background information. The right paddle is a shift up and the left paddle is a shift down. Downshifting is the term for it. So when you drop a gear, you downshift, and when you go up a gear, you upshift. So basically, you downshift whenever you want to drop a gear, and the lower your gears are, the more access to your car's horsepower you have. If you did downshift at like high RPMs, well, in like my experience, you cannot downshift to your red line anyway. Like the car won't let you, or at least my car doesn't let me do that. So basically you want to upshift whenever your RPMs are really high. If you're doing a hard acceleration, you want to upshift as late as possible, but without redlining your car, because that's when you get like all the juices out of your car, you know, you get all like that horsepower that you need. And a note of advice is, if you've never used your shift paddles, don't put your car in manual mode. Not until you learn like the basics. And by no means am I saying I'm an expert, but I use my paddles all the time. I have the car in manual mode all the time. I'm gonna put my car in Sport Plus. And I guess for demonstration purposes, I won't put my car in manual. Let me get onto the road real quick. Make a nice loop-de-loop. That's what I call it. I call it loop-de-loop. Yeah, the good thing about keeping your car in automatic and not in manual mode is like when you're first starting out. So like you could just downshift, and then if you forgot to upshift, then your car will upshift for you right at the red line. Yeah, so I'm downshifting, get some nice pops. No one's there. Okay. So I'm gonna downshift right now because I wanna go faster. So the only reason why I downshifted right there was because I wanted to drop a couple gears in order to get access to that power. And you can do that if you're trying to merge onto the highway, or if you just like are in a situation that you need to get that horsepower. Just know the earlier you upshift in your RPM ranges, the less power you're gonna have. So let me demonstrate that for you. So I'm gonna downshift right now. You see what I did there? I upshifted at around 3,500, 4,000 RPMs. And basically what that did is I had access to less power. If I had waited longer, if I like waited until 6,000 RPMs, you get so much more power out of your engine. The higher your RPM range, the more access to your horsepower that you have. Which is why like you accelerate more and more and more and more. But if you cut it off and you upshifted like around 3,000 RPMs, 4,000 RPMs, then you're not getting access to all the power. just to prove to you guys that nothing will happen if you misshift accidentally in automatic mode, the car will still shift up for you, so no need to worry. So as soon as this car passes, I'm gonna show you guys. See, I'm not in manual. It's not a manual. I'm gonna downshift right now to get into first gear, and then we're just gonna floor it. See? So if you're worried about that, don't be worried. And as I'm approaching this traffic light, I'm gonna downshift into third gear, second gear. You don't have to downshift into first, but you could. Now I'm in first. I shifted at 6,000, around 5.5. But yeah, the longer you wait to shift, the faster you will accelerate and the more horsepower you'll have. Well, the more horsepower you'll have access to. But yeah, so now, once you get a little bit more experience with that, I'm gonna put the car in manual. And I think the best thing to do is to practice. So if you have shift paddles in your car, the best thing to do is just go out there and practice. Just drive around 30 miles, 40 miles per hour, and just put your car in sports mode, sports plus mode, race mode, whatever you have. And then just like as you're cruising, just hit that downshift and your car will downshift for you. And it's an upshift just to like get the feel of stuff, you know? Or don't put your car in manual mode until you're more comfortable. Because if you put your car in manual mode and you get to the red line and you don't shift, then your car is it's not gonna be a good day for your car. Now I'm sure that there's like some emergency safety feature that will like prevent your engine from blowing up, but yeah, I guess we can stop right here. If you guys thought this video was helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 25 likes. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any more questions or if I missed something, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.